Legendary WWE diva. She is also a trainer of the upcoming Tough Enough, and tonight will be part of this 6-person tag team match. Please welcome Trish Stratus.
Hi. Happy WrestleMania. So, talk to me. Yes.
For your best, do you have any songs that you like to listen to?
Any songs?
Any type of music?
Actually, I like to just do some breathing, and I'm into yoga, and I never want to sound like a crazy yoga person, but I find that just the rhythm of my breathing is what helps me kind of calm and get in the mode and really just zone in on what I need to do. So I do that when I'm trying to work on something at home or work on whatever I need to do to really zone in. I just focus on my breathing. That'd be a heck of a CD, huh? You're just breathing.
What is the return been like for you, especially to get back in the ring? You haven't been back in the ring in a while. Was there a lot of ring rust to shake off or anything like that?
There's always a little bit of ring rust, I think, to shake off. But luckily, I remember I had been away for about 3-4 years, and they asked me to come back in Toronto. This was the very first time I'd come back after a little absence from the ring. And, it was the main event in the Air Canada Centre, hometown of Toronto, and it just occurred to me as I was going down to the building, I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't wrestled in about 3-4 years. I hope it's like riding a bike. Guess what? It's like riding a bike. It's kind of like when you get out there, your body just feels it, and your body remembers what to do. It's a good thing for muscle memory. But the adrenaline definitely is what drives you. Yes?
You've been in some very high-profile matches. Is there anyone that you have not stepped in the ring with that you would like to step in the ring with?
Yeah, I'd love to step in the ring with Natty. And, I go back and forth between, versus Natty or teaming up with Natty. I just think she is someone who is a little untapped at this moment. I think we've seen bits of greatness from her, and I think it's just a matter of, when it's her time, we're going to really see some great stuff. I mean, it's in her blood, and I don't know. I just think, there's a Canadian connection, which I think would be a great thing. But Natty and I think, would have some beautiful moments in the ring. Thank you. Yes?
Aspirations on women's title again?
Well, the women's title's gone. So, the Divas Championship is what you mean. I have never been the Divas Champion, and let's just put it this way. If it's dangled in front of me, I will go for it. Yes. Gosh, Trish inducted in the Hall of Fame. I like the sound of that. Next year. I think there's a few other women that probably need to go in there before I go in there. I think China would be a nice choice to be in there, and there's a few other women I'd like to see go in there, but absolutely, that'd be an honor, and of course that's something that you would strive towards the end of your career, for sure. Yes? Well, you know what? Right now, I've been brought on as a Tough Enough trainer. In this capacity, Snooki came out. She was the guest host of Raw, and, stuff happened. And, as a Tough Enough trainer, I put my skills to the test because, everyone thought, well, what can Snooki do? Well, it turns out that Snooki is actually a gymnast, and she comes from a cheerleading background. So that's one of the things as a Tough Enough trainer that we looked for was someone with an athletic background. And, she understands what it's like to be in a crowd. She understands how to interact with people. So, she was a pleasure to work with, and I think that you guys are going to be quite surprised. I think she's going to shock a lot of people tonight.
You trained Snooki at all for the match tonight?
I did, yeah. We, I'm always being, I think you have to stay within your boundaries, and not and play up your strengths. And that's kind of like what we did. Knowing she came from that background, we sort of tapped into that and said, okay, well, what can we do out here? And most important, it's very, very important for the person to be comfortable in the ring. And it's a new environment. I mean, it's a little bit, we actually, you look at the ring and she said, oh, that looks like the ring's a little bit smaller than it is. No, it's just that this is a larger arena because there's about 70,000 people that are about to fill up this arena. So, it's a whole different thing when you're out there and it's live. And, so just, playing up her strengths and really just tapping into what she's comfortable doing. That's what you'll see tonight. And but yeah, it was actually easy to bring it out of her because she comes from a good athletic background. Yeah.
Final question, please.
Yes.
If you had a chance to do WWE, who would be your leading man?
Who would be my leading man? I think Edge and I, and again, I'm not doing the Canadian connection thing, it just happens that we have some ridiculous banter. Another one I think would really work would be me and Stone Cold Steve Austin. You'll see that in Tough Enough. We have some ridiculous banter as well. I'm into ridiculous banter and quirky talk, so yeah. Romantic comedy with Stone Cold Steve Austin, anyone interested? Yeah, sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Trish Stratus.
Thank you very much. And my final, if I could just say something, please watch Tough Enough. I think you guys are going to really enjoy the show. We're so proud of it. Bill DeMott, Booker T, and myself, we poured our blood, sweat, and tears into the show, and so did the contestants, and literally, blood, sweat, and tears will be shown on the show. And Stone Cold Steve Austin is the host, and he just will blow people away. The final elimination rounds are just riveting television, and I think everyone's going to really, really enjoy the product. So please do watch, and I plan on delivering Stratisfaction tonight, so enjoy that as well. Thanks, guys. Oh, and if anyone wants to follow me on Twitter, Trish Stratus Calm. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Do I wait for you guys to stop, or do I stop posing? Thank you so much, you guys. Enjoy the show.